tend to wait until maybe it's dumb and seems so scary. I miss just being bored. I swear, baby, I'm not.
Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another Ital Eats and Treats video where we prioritize health and longevity. Today I want to show you all what I eat in a day to maintain my weight, but also to gain weight, healthy weight, and gain muscle. A lot of people have been asking me lately how I eat in order to maintain my weight and to gain weight, and so today I'm gonna show you my fitness routine and how I get over 130 grams of protein in a day on a vegan plant-based diet with no animal cruelty. Let's go. So I'm going ahead and starting off my day with a protein-packed smoothie. This has 22 grams of plant-based protein, and contrary to popular belief, you do not have to get protein in your smoothies via protein powder. I do not like protein powders because they're overly processed and they taste kind of weird. All of the protein comes from plants, like just plants in their whole form. We're using peanut butter and hemp seeds to make a very high protein plant-based smoothie today, and we're also using different adaptogens like ashwagandha and maca to help balance hormones. If you're interested in this recipe, it will be linked in the description box down below and on my website italeatsandtreats.com. So now we're going to go ahead and make my very high protein vegan breakfast sandwich. We're using soy-free tofu today, but feel free to use whichever tofu you like, whether or not you consume soy. Basically, every single thing in this sandwich consumes protein. This sandwich is literally going to be 55 grams of protein. It's crazy, you guys. So we're using pumpkin seeds to make like a vegan egg scramble type ordeal, and we're using a soy-free tofu. The reason why I love this tofu is because it is made from fava beans and it has even more protein than regular soy protein. So even if you do consume soy, if you can get your hands on this particular tofu, you have to do it because it has so much protein. I love it.
I roll through, I don't hang around long. I've been by my business, I've been working to the moon. As in my religion, we're just getting to the dough. On a mission, I've been 10 toes, I don't never fold. Ain't no competition.
I'm actually battering this and putting it in the air fryer, and I'm using spelt flour. Spelt flour has even more protein than regular flour, so I love it, and also it is alkaline and Dr. Sebi approved. So it is checked through and through in my book. I love spelt flour.
And if the shoes that make me walk like this, I ain't paid for it, I was made for it. That's for certain, I'm 50-50, I'm not skateboarding. And I don't like to follow rules, I don't take orders. I don't like to follow rules, I don't take orders. No. Be trying your hardest to fake me, yeah, I know.
It's pretty simple and easy. All you have to really do is just dip it in some plain plant milk and then dip it in the breading. You can do it twice to make it super duper crispy, which is actually what I made with one of them. Then I sprayed it with a little oil, put it in the air fryer, and allowed it to air fry for about like 15 minutes or so, and it came out so incredibly crispy. It was delicious.
In a minute since you heard somebody rock like this, and if the shoes that make me walk like this, I ain't paid for it, I was made for it. That's for certain, I'm 50-50, I'm a skateboarder. And I don't like to follow rules, I don't take orders. I don't like to follow rules, I don't take orders.
This recipe is an absolute must try. Like I said earlier, it is literally 55 grams of protein in just one meal, and it's fully plant-based, fully vegan. A lot of doctors recommend 50 grams of protein just flat for people, but as I am a woman who goes to the gym nearly every single day and I want to gain muscles, 50 grams of protein for me personally is not a goal I want to reach. I want to reach 80 grams or more per day. Now let's move on to making our vegan scrambled eggs from pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds have a very high amount of protein, and they're giving us about 20 grams of protein alone from in this recipe. If you want the vegan scrambled eggs recipe, this will also be linked in the description box down below. Pumpkin seeds are packed with health benefits. They're so good for you, and I love pairing it in this recipe because they just have so many health benefits and they're just literally packed with protein. And this recipe is also incredibly simple to make as well. The thing that really tops this recipe off is having a bagel as your bread. You could use regular bread if you want, and you could also use no bread, but our bagel provides us with an extra 9 to 10 grams of protein. Regular bagels have a whole heap of protein, so that's why I wanted to use bagels to show how much protein you can pack into this breakfast sandwich. Just keep in mind, if you decide to do it without the bagels, you will be losing about 10 grams of protein. And today's video is showing you how you can optimize protein on a plant-based diet. There are bagels that have even more protein than this and bread that have even more protein, so it's totally up to you. All I know is that the protein in this recipe is measured based off of these specifics that I'm showing you all today. So just keep in mind that if you alter the portion sizes or if you alter the recipes or the ingredient, you will be also altering the protein level, which is totally fine. Just keep in mind. When I see gym bros post their videos, specifically gym bros from like the United States, their food and their recipes have zero flavor. To me, that's insane. I could never eat food that's protein packed but without flavor. But I also noticed that a whole heap of gym bros don't really eat fruit or vegetables. They only eat things that have protein. It is okay to eat fruits and veggies that don't have protein because we need those things to stay healthy. So even though we are on a high protein diet, does not mean that you cannot consume fruits and veggies. Make sure you incorporate those into your diet.
Yeah, alright.
Now let me show you my fitness routine. So I focus on a lot of different weight training, even though my weights are a little bit smaller compared to what you might see on social media. But hey, a girl is doing her best. I focus on arm strength the most because I find that super important for me. I want to get my arms bigger. I found that my hips and my bottom, in Jamaica we would say bati, and my thighs are all growing, but my arms are kind of taking a little bit longer to grow, so I'm focusing on my arm strength. But it's important to note that if you're eating this much food and this much protein in a day, you have to get to work, you have to be working out, you have to be exercising. And it's also important to note that if a person wants to gain more weight, they also need to be exercising to increase your appetite and to make you want to eat more, because I never used to eat this much food when I wasn't working out. But now that I'm working out, I'm eating more food naturally because I need to get more energy to replace the energy that I burned at the gym. Now to end off the day, I'm making a high protein pasta recipe. This pasta is actually made from lentils. I got mine from Trader Joe's, but you can get it from anywhere, basically any major grocery store. And we're using that other block of tofu, which is going to provide us with 32 grams of protein. The serving of pasta is providing me with 15 grams of protein, which is a lot more than regular pasta, basically double. And I'm actually using a hummus, a homemade Scotch bonnet hummus as a sauce, which will also be linked in the description box down below.
Hit that slide out so these know me, and I've been in my hideout. Had to pump that, get that thump back, hit low 1-2 step, I run that, get that boom bap dumping. Make your mind step to the side and make your soul want to sing like ooh ah 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 ooh ah. Make your soul want to sing ooh ah 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 ooh ah. I've been rolling, ain't no holding back. I own me for them years of pushing music over dollars. Now my present make them holler, so it's time for that cha-ching. And I've been moving, baby, on the move, and I've been grooving lately.
I decided to make this like a harissa seasoned tofu recipe. It was super good, and I roasted it in the air fryer and it came out so crispy, so delicious and caramelized. It was so good, you all. Definitely a must try, definitely a must make. As mentioned before, I'm not like one of those gym bros who have completely unseasoned food. I need flavor, all right? I need food that tastes good. So I'm making a homemade marinara sauce to pair with my pasta to add a little pop of color and more nutrients from tomato. And my oh my, was that marinara sauce literally like the cherry on top of this dish. It was so delicious. It added so much flavor, and it just goes to show that even though you're prioritizing protein in your recipes, does not mean that you have to sacrifice flavor. This pasta was so good, but it was incredibly filling. It had me full for hours. This is how I was able to get 130 grams of protein in a day as a vegan easily. You all see that I didn't have to eat anything crazy. I just focused on making sure that every aspect on my plate had protein, because that's what I find a lot of people struggle with. They have a bunch of things that taste good on their plate, but nothing on their plate has protein. So that is the key to make sure you're maximizing protein on a vegan diet. If you enjoyed this video, let me know, comment down below, and I'll make more content like this. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!